Here we go, guys. So we are here in my little laboratory for testing stuff. Now, this is the chainmail that I have made out of some cheap metal, some cheap stuff. And the reason why I made it like this is because I just wanted to see if I could make chainmail. I wanted to see what the patterns were. I saw some tutorials, some videos out there showing other people who have made chainmail. And I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to make my own chainmail. And now I'm going to test it. So this is 20mm rings. This is like twice the size of what actual chainmail would have been like. Or yeah, of course it would have used different sizes back in the day, but the usual size is between like 8 and maybe like 15mm. But this is just what I made, 20mm, and it doesn't look so bad, right? It just looks like a lot of stabs will go through it, and that's not a positive thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stab it with a spear, but I'm going to use a spear that is actually strong. So I have this spear right here, which in reality you can see the point, and that tip right here will go right through that. You see that? It will go right through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a different spear point, which is going to be much more wider, much more broader. So this is what the seal point for this one's going to look like. So you see that's clearly not really going in too well, right? Let's try this out actually. It's I think this is too loose, but at the same time you got to remember that when you're hitting a human body, the human body is not just going to sit there, you know what I'm saying, and just get hit like a tree. The human body is pushed back, it's going to be tugged back. So I'm just trying to put this right here in the camera, trying to fix this up properly. Okay, so let's try it out. Try just thrusting this thing right here. So let's try it out. So let's see what this looks like here. Alright, so it doesn't really look like it took any damage at all when you actually look at it. Let's see here. Nope, it looks like it stopped it pretty good. So I'm gonna try actually hitting it in a different angle. I'm gonna try coming down like this, like a downward stab. So I'm gonna readjust my camera here. Alright, so here we are again. What we're gonna do this time is we're gonna hit this right here. And what's gonna happen is that we're gonna come this time downwards and see what that looks like. So you can see a cushion here on my table so that it won't destroy my table and it won't rattle everything. The human body is kind of like a little bit squishy like this, because the human body is not going to be like this solid thing, but we're going to be stabbing it really hard, so this thing is going to be taking quite a bit of damage as well, and it's going to be squishy enough for it to go back. So let's try it like this first, and then we'll try it without this thing in the back, and we'll see if it can stab through the cushion and whatnot. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Alright. That thrust that I put in there is like the typical kind of thrust that you would get from, let's just say, like a quick spear thrust. And it was from both hands coming down like a stab, like a giant blunt thrust. And that's what happens. You see this spear right here that I made specifically for javelin throwing. You can see right here that it's really wide, really big. So it also has the strength and it also has the angle enough to kind of cut the rings in pieces, but it didn't. So let's try it one more time. Let's see if there's any cuts. Yeah, there's barely any cuts onto this. You can see as well by my last review. I also tried hitting it with the sword. I may be able to hit it with the sword again. So let's just try one more time with the sword. I did this yesterday. You guys can see the video. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to try double-handed this time. Alright. Yeah, so there's little cuts there and stuff like that, but really not that much damage at all. Probably the person behind it's going to have like a headache or some problems with their organs or bones. Let's check it out. Alright. So once again, that took another blow. And this blade is pretty sharp, right? Let's try one more time. Alright, so once again, yeah, there's a couple light cuts on there, but no piece has been broken or too altered. So let's try it with the stab. And this is a really sharp blade too. It's a really heavy blade. Let's try it out. Alright, so you see you definitely stick through it, and that's because of the wideness of these rings. But let's check it out right here. Is there any cuts to the rings? No. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of cutting, but no rings are split in half. No rings have been cut open. Yeah, I can see it right there. Some of them, some of the cuts are in there, and that's pretty typical. You can cut metal, especially metal that's not like the finest grade, and this is just regular cheap metal. So let's try it one more time. You're seeing that I'm hacking the crap out of this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm hacking the crap out of this. Alright. Yeah, chainmail's still going. Alright. Yep, still here. So now let's try it without this thing in the back. And it could be the back just stopping it. So let's try it out. Now this is going to go very deep. Let's just pretend this is someone's stomach getting hit by chainmail and you have no padding under it. Alright. What do we see back here? What do we see? What do we see? You see that? You see that? That ring stopped it. Stopped it. Now let's go here. See that? Still going strong. Alright. Finally put this back on here. So that's the chainmail, guys. Now I'm actually gonna try the spear thrust on this as well. I know that the sword is much more sharper, much more thinner, and possibly more able to cause way more damage than the spear. But I'm gonna try it with the spear also, so you guys can see it from both ends. Like, let's just say you're getting hit by kind of like a thick blade. Let's see here. So this is someone right now coming after you and thrusting you and going, Zah! Zah! Whoa, whoa. Alright, so I missed. And I hit my cushion only. So let's try it again here. Alright. Alright, so let's try it one more time. Alright, double hands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what we do is that we grab it here from the bottom and we pull it up like this, and then we take a look. Sorry. Take a look there. Yep, stopped by the ring. So you can imagine having padding under your chainmail and that's being stopped. You may get a broken rib or something depending on where they hit you, but that's what you can expect. I'm not even going to flip that around, there's no need. The sword would have done more damage if anything. So you see still, maybe that little ring got busted up a little bit, got bended, but still, the chainmail is intact. So we put it back on here after this thing being hit like 10 times by all sorts of blades. Yeah, so that's what it looks like right now. Still intact completely. Now just kind of make it more interesting. I'm gonna try this disgusting communist harvesting tool right here. No, I'm just playing. It's just a regular harvesting tool. But that's what it's. Let's see what happens. This thing right here, believe it or not, has been able to do so much damage to things. It's not even funny. So this may be like a stupid looking little tool that I'm using right here, but it's really not. It will really actually cause damage. So let's check it out here. See what this does to chainmail. This will penetrate it if anything. Whoa, let's see it. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. Stopped. Stopped. Just stopped. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. I'm just going to put it on slow-mo. You know, I'm going to put all these shots on slow-mo. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm not even going to hit it with a hammer. Like, that's a no-brainer. Everything that gets hit with a hammer under that is going to be destroyed. The person's going to be aching. But still, at least the skin, the outside, with proper padding, the person may survive. Now, of course, it's not as great and mighty as properly plate armor that probably has chainmail and leather that's woven into it and also under it. This right here is the second best type of armor. And if it's properly made, properly riveted, and thick enough, and as well small enough, this can stop really anything, actually. Just the only thing that it can't stop really is like a good musket shot, or a very good powerful crossbow, or even a very thin javelin. Like, it has to be like a very thin point that is able to penetrate these like bodkins and whatnot. So let's try one more time with this nasty looking agricultural tool they use for communism. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right, you guys ready? Okay, I'm gonna do this really hard. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I heard something fly over there. I heard something fly over there. It probably could have been some debris that I had on this cushion though. Alright, so let's pull it out. Bam! Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Can you believe that, guys? Chainmail stopped that. And this right here can go through things. You know what I'm saying? This can go through things. Like this thing right here can go through things like easily. You know? Like, look at that. Look at that. It can go through things very easily. Actually, you know what? This soft stuff may be stopping this tool also. So you see how hard it is to actually get something through this chainmail. Okay, let's try it this time. Now this because this tool is much more heavier. I mean, sorry, much more better at putting all the power into one point. Because look, it's like an axe, all in one point. So it may be able to actually do damage to this, like real damage to this. Definitely the person behind this is going to suffer. Let's see if this actually does something. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 3. Whoa. Okay. So yeah, definitely. Can definitely see, and this is thick, right? This is like about that thick right here. This is the wood. Look at that. This is the first one. This is the second one. So you see, the first one would have done this to your body. This is what the second one would have done. Alright, so let's just check it out. Alright. Whoa. Alright, so let's see what happened here. Alright, so one of the rings have definitely been distorted. Definitely been distorted. Possibly cut a little too much for its own comfort. So yeah, one ring has been completely destroyed. One ring. After all those shots, after all that damage from all that weaponry, I had to grab something specific and put it on a platform like this thing. And I was able to do this. And still, that is the damage that the person's got. And with padding, they probably could have stopped the entire thing. The person right now probably would have been holding their gut. They would have been in such excruciating pain because of what they've been hit with, or they just use their adrenaline and continue going forward and start to deal with the injury afterwards. So this right here is stuck in there, and that's what it looks like. So that's what happened to the rings right here. So that's what happened to it. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm going to leave you here now. with one more hit to this. And I thank you guys for watching Wise Warriors Path number 2. Subscribe and support my videos. Comment on them. Let me know what you think about all these tests. What else you want to see. And tell me what you think about the chainmail that I made. These are cheap metals. These are like double link, like kind of split ring like metals that are obviously not made for chainmail. They kind of don't look that well for chainmail. But you can see what this is taken. This is much bigger. You see this is 20 centimeters. Sorry, 20 millimeters as opposed to 10 or 8. So let's try it out. I'm going to be getting some rings that are going to be about 7 millimeters, and I'm going to be trying to make. Alright, so that was the video. I'm going to leave you with a couple more hits, and until next time guys, take care and goodbye. Alright, let's try it out. Okay. Yep, still stopped it. That was one ring. That was one ring that it hit. Just one loose ring on the top. And it as well cut part of my string. I'm happy that it didn't cut my string fully, but hey, I could always put new string on it. But the chainmail is going to last for a while. Even if this gets destroyed, yeah, I know it's sad to see it get destroyed and wrecked after I put like 2 hours of work into just that one little thing. But it's the very first chainmail I have ever owned. And it's also the very first chainmail that I have ever made in my life. So I'm pretty happy about this, and I'm pretty happy that I can destroy it. But still, it's still going to be armor, even if it's all shredded up by these things. It's still armor. It still works. Wow, like, can imagine that. And all you have to do is replace the rings. Like a blacksmith, all you have to do is replace the rings. So it's not like your big armor where you got to pound it out, and that metal could possibly be destroyed forever, and you can't replace it. You have to almost build a new coil rest. So let's try one more time. Whoa. That was a complete miss. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, let's get some more accuracy in here. Let's try one more time. One more time. Yeah. Once again, stopped it. And that was on the side of one of the rings too. Alright. You see the target behind us? This is just like absolutely getting destroyed. Guys, I keep hitting it with this, man. Like, I'm telling you. You're watching this review unfold before your eyes what chainmail could actually take when it's not just butted, but it's semi-riveted. This is actually a little better than being riveted because this has been looped twice around, so it's a little bit stronger, but still the metal is not that good. So it should be half and half right now, but it's resisting. Alright. Yep. That's it. I think that proves that nothing that I have in my house right now can go through this chainmail. Unless I shoot it with like a shotgun or something. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Let's check it out. Boom. Boom. Once again, stopped. Okay. Brutal. Stopped again. Wow. Wow. Not one link. Not one link. Not one link. Not one link. Alright. Whoa. 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 This is what the result of that was. Under the body. And this is the chainmail that sits on top of the body. Look at that. That's amazing. That's just amazing. I'm very impressed by chainmail. Very impressed.